Donald Trump held a series of rallies on Wednesday, his only weekday off, during his criminal trial. And for some reason at one of the rallies, Mike Lindell, the founder and CEO of MyPillow, was brought up on stage to speak. Not exactly sure why that was a smart idea, but they did it nevertheless. And Mike Lindell, as per usual, didn't disappoint with his string of incoherent lies. But here is the whopper of them all. According to Mike Lindell, he's gone across the country. He's talking to Democrats. He's not talking to Republicans. They're already on his side. No, he is talking to Democrats. And every single Democrat that he has spoken to, he says that they are voting for Donald Trump. Don't believe me? Here he is, his own words, telling us what Democrats are going to do this November. Take a look.
And one of the things I've been doing is going and talking to Democrats. You'd be surprised. All the ones that I've talked to that voted for Biden are voting for Donald Trump. So I don't.
That's right, folks. The demographic that is in fact going to catapult Donald Trump back into the White House this November is none other than the Democrats themselves, the Biden voters. He says these people voted for Biden, now they're going to vote for Donald Trump. Now, I'm willing to bet, sure, there are people in this country that voted for President Biden in 2020 that will be voting for Donald Trump in 2024. Has Mike Lindell been lucky enough to happen to figure out who all of those people are and only explicitly talk to those people? Absolutely not. That is completely not believable. Not to mention, I don't think that Mike Lindell could walk around and talk to enough Democrats to where he could even find people that are going to vote that way. But here's the thing. This isn't just about Mike Lindell telling that audience a lie. It's what the lie is setting up for the future. And that's what we have to pay attention to. Because that crowd, you heard from their response there, they loved what he said. But more importantly, they loved it because they believed it. So now you have a gaggle of Republicans, which includes Mike Lindell deluding himself there, because I do believe he believes that. Even if he made it up in his head, he's the kind of guy who makes up a lie and immediately believes it. So what you have now is you have a gaggle of Republicans who believe that there is an overwhelming number of Democrats who are going to vote for Donald Trump in November. So they're going to go the rest of this year into the November election believing that Democrats have flipped and that Trump is easily going to win. And holding that belief on election night, when those results start coming in and Trump doesn't win, those people who were firmly convinced that all these voters had flipped and Trump was going to get it, suddenly they're left with, well, wait, why did that happen? Why did Trump lose? And that gives people like Mike Lindell and Donald Trump the clearance needed and the open, receptive minds to push election lies. That's why they tell these lies throughout the year. Like, oh, don't worry, I talked to all these Democrats. They're all voting for Trump, so he's definitely going to win. Okay, well, that's a load off. Now I'm not so worried about the election, these Republicans think. Then again, if Trump loses, they're going to be, like I said, in that receptive position of, well, now I need an answer as to why what you said would happen didn't happen. And then these charlatans like Mike Lindell jump back in and they say, oh, hey, I know you're confused, but don't worry. The reason it didn't happen the way that we all thought it was is obviously because of fraud. The election was stolen once again. So these people go in believing like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Because I was already believing one lie, I am now more receptive to believing the other lie. And that's how they dupe these people. This is the long con, if you will. That's what Mike Lindell was doing up on stage, and that is why he is such a valuable asset to Donald Trump. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.